we compare ourselves to others, and we see others having. Gotta know that all these people is not your friends. You know what you see on social media, and that's something that I do have to do. But when you start unfollowing people, people are like, oh, why you unfollowing me? Let me tell all you how man is the worst. Hey guys, it's poppin'. It is your choice here, and I'm back with another video. Hey my lovelies, what's poppin'? It's your girl Therese here, and I'm back with another video. I feel like it's been forever since I filmed a video, but there's a reason behind that. I'm gonna let y'all know. But if you're new to my channel, hi, welcome. My name is Therese. Please click that subscribe button down below. Click the bell where I add it so you're notified each time I post a new video. We are on the road to 1K subscribers, and I would like to reach that, before the year ends or whatever. So if you're watching this and you like the vibes, because the vibes is always there, the quality is always there, so you might as well click the bell, join the family. But today's video is a chit chat. Get ready with me. I haven't done my makeup, hair, taking pictures in like a good 2 months probably, and I'm over it. Like, I have work to do, but I'm like, okay, I need something that's gonna calm my nerves, calm me down, something to just distract myself, because sometimes you do need that. So that's what I'm gonna be doing in today's video. I'm also gonna be talking about a few different things. I did ask you guys on Instagram a couple of questions. If you don't follow me on Instagram, follow me at Jasmine_HWLL, and on Twitter at JasmineHWLL. Yeah, this video may be pretty lengthy. Hopefully it's not over half an hour. It might be, but I don't want to cut down too much. Sometimes I tend to edit and cut out a lot of stuff. But if you're not interested in watching the whole thing, which most of you probably won't, I'm gonna leave timestamps in the description box down below so that you can click through if you want to watch a particular part. But without further ado, let's get into this video. I have this wig that I'm gonna be putting on. I haven't worn this in a good while. I really want to do like a new colored wig though. But the only issue is getting hair. Hair is expensive, as we all know. And yeah, but if you do have a color suggestion, like, I want to know what color I should do. This thing keeps falling. I want to know what color I should do when I do, try next color. This is what we're working with. I actually have to wash my hair later on today, so this wig is probably going to just stay on for a couple hours because I do have a photo shoot tomorrow. It's so exciting. I have a little photo shoot, whatever. And this is like my second photo shoot ever, so yeah. All right, you guys, so I finally got my hair on. I just feel like this color is for me. Like, I just love this color. I don't know why. I just feel like it looks really good on my skin tone. Anyways, we're gonna get into this makeup. Honestly, I really don't know like what look I'm going for, to be honest. Like, I don't know what is gonna look good with this hair. I don't know. I feel like with colored hair, you have to be kind of careful with like the colors that you're putting on your eyes. You don't want it to contract the hair, and you don't want it to like be too much going on, you know what I mean? Because the hair is already a color, so that's like already a center of attraction. So I don't want to do too much on my face, but I want it to look probably like pretty simple but still glam. I don't know. I might do like a brown. I don't know. We gonna get somewhere. Anyways, yeah, so I already prepped my skin, already moisturized. So I'm gonna go ahead and add my primer. Should I add my primer now? Do we add primer now? Girl, I don't even know how to do makeup no more. I do not know, child. What's the first step? What is the first step? What we do first? Anyways, that's besides the point. Let's get into this. So, as of recently, school has been doing the most, honestly. So midterms went by. The past couple of when was midterms? Like last week or the week before that? No, last week was midterms. Yeah, so midterms went by. That was pretty cool. But before midterms, I was basically like trying to get my schedule going, and I actually had like a really good kind of like schedule that was happening. I would wake up. I downloaded like a couple of apps that like helped me to I guess better myself. So like, you know, when I get on my phone, when I wake up, I go straight to those apps and to fill out what they have. And that was like really helpful. Instead of me like getting on Instagram and getting on TikTok or WhatsApp, I would go to the apps, you know, write my daily affirmations, do what I gotta do, write what I have to get done for the day. And then midterms came around, and then I literally just fell out of that. And on top of midterms, right, on top of that entire time, my phone literally was like broken for a whole week. So basically, like, I woke up and my phone was working, and then I took a nap like a couple hours after, and then when I wake up, my phone started to like slow down and was like glitching. So I turned it off, and then it literally could not turn back on. It was just stuck on the Apple logo. And it was like that for like an entire week. I had to wait to get an appointment to go to the Apple store. It was just wild. So that's also why like I didn't film, because I had planned to film that week also, but I didn't get to film specifically because my phone was broken. So yeah. School is going, it's doing what it's doing. I feel like I do have a better groove in terms of like assignments and like getting stuff done. I'm kind of working on the time management. The only thing that is bringing me down, just like it did last semester, is the courses that don't have the Zoom aspect, which is my biochemistry class. And I really have to work on like keeping up, because this man posted like a bunch of work and I haven't gotten through much of it. Well, not work, but like slides that we have to go through for the exams, because we don't have any coursework. It's only exams for that class. I've been working on it, but like I've also been trying to change my schedule, because at first I was trying to do a thing where, you know, I sleep early and then I get up. But usually, like, even if I sleep early, which half of the time I don't, but even if I do get like a good amount of rest, I still by midday I'm tired. And I don't understand why I get tired by midday, because like I didn't do nothing besides eat and probably shower and wash my face and stuff. So on Instagram for this video, I asked you guys, what are some things quarantine or the pandemic has taught you, or what are some positive outcomes that you got from, you know, being in this pandemic and learning different things? And I had a couple of responses, and I just wanted to talk about this and kind of give some motivation, because I know that this quarantine has been very, very heavy on some people, especially me. You know, your mental health, the way you go about things, you know, just feeling like a sense of like an overcast in a sense, because it's like you can't do anything, you can't go anywhere, you can't see your friends, you can't do a lot of things, and it's just like you're inside all by yourself. And being in your own presence for an extended period, I feel like can be a lot. I don't know, I'm somebody that's basically a homebody. I don't really go anywhere, but for like, how much months were we in quarantine? For like a good 6 months, just being at home, not doing anything really productive. Well, for me at least, it's a bit much. I'm gonna share what some people had to say, and yeah, I don't know, do I want to do like a colored look? I don't think I want to do a colored look. I might just go for like something brown. I don't know. Oh my gosh, I don't know. I'm gonna wipe this off because I don't like it. So Rashida said she learned that everything happens when the time is right. Trust the process. And I highly believe in this. A lot of the times we want to rush things, or a lot of the times we say, oh, why hasn't this happened to me? Or we you know, we compare ourselves to others, and we see others having bigger successes or faster successes than we do. And this has happened to me, especially like, you know, with YouTube, seeing other people's growth and seeing this and seeing that. But for me, it's just like, okay, if something has to happen, it's gonna happen in the right time. You don't want to push and rush things, or, you know, become envious and do the most. Like, if something is to happen, it's going to happen when the time is right. And if you are a believer in God, or if you are somewhat religious or whatever, I believe that, you know, God has a plan, and he's not going to put anything in your past that you cannot, he's not going to put anything in your past that you can't control, that you're not ready for. So if you're not ready for something, it's not going to come at that time yet. You need to, you know, have a build up and work towards that. That's what I believe, honestly. I don't know what I'm going for. I don't know what I'm trying to give. I don't know what's tea. Like, what's gonna go with this hair? Like brown? I don't know what I really don't know, y'all, what I'm trying to do. And I have 3 Minji palettes. So I'm gonna see if I can create something from these colors, but I don't know. Maybe something like warm, something simple. Probably gonna build up a little brown. Sienna said I learned my motivations and that I am in charge of my future outcome, no one else. Yes, girl. Yes, mama girl. That is so right. Like that ass. You are in charge of what you like. You are in charge of your future outcomes. Now, as we just said, you know, don't rush things and everything happens when it's right. But if you don't do anything to lead up to that process, you're never gonna get it done. You know what I'm saying? So although you know something may not happen when you want it to happen, you have to input to get an output. You know what I'm saying? So you can't just sit there and like expect something to happen. Like even that's with my my wig business. Like I'm in control of how my business goes, how I promote, how all these things happen. And for me, it's like I was so focused on like, oh, I need to get this, I need to get that, I need to get this. And it's like, I don't have the resources to input as yet. So I'm not going to get the outcome that I'm looking for. And maybe it's not the time for me as yet. That time is going to come. And when it does, I'm going to reap the benefits. So it's just like being patient and knowing that you are in charge. If you don't have like, if you don't put anything in, like if you're just going to sit there and be lazy, like how you gonna get stuff done? That's like with your schoolwork. Like if we're just gonna sit there and say, all right, I'm not gonna do this, or I'm just gonna do this 2 hours before it's due, and whatever happens happens, like you're not gonna reap the benefits. Like you're in charge of, you know, what happens to you, your future and everything. That's a big point. And learning your motivations, that's actually that's something that I don't know if I know my motivations. That's really good. That's something probably I should look into, learning your motivations, because like over the quarantine I started and I was trying to work out and I just lost motivation. At first my motivation was having a nice summer bod and, you know, getting fit and whatever, being healthy, and then I just lost all that motivation. And I feel like I lack motivation for a lot of things, to be honest. Or maybe the motivation is somewhat there and I just am not putting in the effort, or I don't have that energy. I don't know. Yeah. So Abigail said she learned patience. Girl, patience is literally so important. Like as people say, patience is a virtue. That is such facts. I feel like this quarantine has definitely taught a lot of us. The quarantine and just the pandemic in general has taught us patience. So 600_King T, he said he learned praying more. He learned to pray more. The need to stay to myself, have more than one hustle, save and maintain your paper. Period. Purr. Oh, and just to say, I'm glad that those are the outcomes, and I'm glad that you were, you know, leveling up, definitely. But I was just gonna say, like, praying more, that is something that I always tell myself that I need to work on. Now, for me, I do Bible study. I have a friend, and we do Bible study together. And I've learned so much, and it's actually helping me to be a better person, I feel like. And I've learned so much about the good and bads, and, you know, how the Bible and all these things. But because for me, my family, I have a very broad religious background, I guess, because one side of my family is Muslim, so I also have that side, and then, you know, the Christianity and stuff. Besides the Bible study, which I have and I do, I feel like I don't take the time to build on my own. And like a lot of the times I was praying more and stuff, but a lot of the times, like, it's either I'm so tired after I've been working and I'm like doing a lot, and then you just end up like not doing what you gotta do. Or, you know, you get home, you do whatever, then you lay down, you're probably watching Netflix, or you're probably scrolling on Instagram, and then you just fall asleep. So it's like that time that you're saying, oh, I was gonna go pray, or I'll pray right before, you know, I turn over to put my phone down. It's like you don't get to say your prayers. And I feel like that's what happens to me a lot of times. And I feel like I need to work on my my relationship with God. Thing that I definitely need to work on is need to stay by yourself. That's definitely, I feel like the need to stay by yourself is something that we all learned during this quarantine. We've learned to be in our own presence a lot more times. I know a lot of people that's not me personally, because I'm really most of the time by myself. I'm most of the time in my house, so I'm just used to kind of like just being alone, I guess. Well, I'm around my brother often, but other than that, I'm most of the time alone. So yeah, you definitely need to learn to be in your own presence and not always have to be in someone else's presence. I feel like that's very, very important. And having more than one hustle, period. That's something I'm trying to work on, but Lord, it is taking forever, but it shall come. It shall come. But definitely having more than one hustle. You don't want to always have your money like, because sometimes when you have your money just in one area, like what if that area goes bad? And that's something that we learned during this quarantine, for real, because all these people with these businesses and these, you know, imagine you're working at Dunkin' Donuts, right? And your Dunkin' Donuts closed down. How else are you gonna get your money? You need to have more than one stream of income. So definitely that's a valid point. Okay, like look at the eye. Look at the eye. It's giving very much gradient. It's giving very much not blended, but it's gonna work. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's giving. Okay, so it's cute enough. I mean, I haven't done makeup in like two months, so it's good enough for me. So Weirdo over the universe said she grew stronger with God, and as I already said, that is so great. So I'm very happy for you. Someone also said Leah. This is our Leah. Yeah. Okay, so basically she's saying like some of the friends that we call our friends or our school friends are not our real friends. Girl, how you just notice? You're supposed to know this long time ago. This is things you're supposed to don't pack since you enter secondary school. You gotta know that all these people is not your friends. Since even if you're there for a year, you just had to realize like everybody's not your friend. Everybody cannot be your friend. You understand what I'm saying? Because like, okay, here's the thing with school, like with people in general, like, ooh, why did I put so much? Like, I need all this oil controlling. Why? That's one thing that you really definitely do have to realize, that everyone is not going to be your friend. Everyone is not going to like you, and they're definitely fake people. I already talked about fake friends, I think, in one of my videos. But yeah, there's definitely a lot of fake people out here, and there's a lot of people that just won't be for you. I had my fair share of that, as I've said before, in secondary. Girl, I had it where there were people that, well, I had a part to play in the reason that they didn't like me, definitely so. I definitely had my part, and I'm not gonna like downplay that, because I definitely had my part in this particular situation. But I had someone who she hated me, like genuine hated, like she hated me. She said that she hated me, and I didn't know this until years later, because the way she acted towards me, I mean, we weren't as close as we used to be, but she just moved differently. And of course, like after what happened, I expect you to move differently, but I didn't know she hated me. Like, I didn't have anything towards her. It was just awkward because of the situation, but I had nothing against her. And sis that I hated me. I mean, we're cool now, because I don't, what is this, honey? I don't hold grudges against anyone. I just feel like that's childish and that's stupid. Especially in this day and age, like, what are you holding a grudge for? You know what I mean? Like, people did what they had to do, and that's just how life works. But yeah, everyone cannot be a friend. Everyone will not be your friend. You have to pick out the real from the fake. And sometimes it's better to have a smaller friend group, or just a smaller amount of people that you can truly call your friends. And over this quarantine, well, before the quarantine, I didn't really have no friends. I was in a relationship, so it's just like the boundaries were kind of not fully established. But anyways, from that, I kind of pushed away a lot of people. I didn't talk to a lot of people. I didn't really have friends. And then, you know, this Zoom chat came about, and then I made like some closer bonds with people that I never thought I would have spoken to or be close to or share my viewpoints with. And from that, I actually have like 2 people that I can genuinely call like my true friend. Somebody that I can call, like, these are 2 people that I can call, vent to, talk my business, and not feel like I am like they're about to spread my information to the entire world. And if they do, then hey. So yeah, girl, in the overall, right? Everyone cannot be your friend. You cannot call everyone your friend. It's just not gonna happen. No matter how popular you are, no matter how much you think people like you, no matter, like, you just cannot call everyone your friends. And I got commonly use like the word friend so like vaguely. I'd be like, oh yeah, she's my friend, like that's my friend. I mean, you just use it because you're gonna say, oh yeah, that's my acquaintance, oh yeah, that's my I mean, you just say friend, but like friend, like a true friend has a definite meaning and a definite, they show like definite qualities of a true friendship, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Another thing with like school and like trying to figure out a proper schedule is my skin just has been doing the most, breaking out. I hate it here. Like, I look crazy right now, but my skin has just been acting up, especially my forehead area, especially because I haven't been getting enough sleep. My skin said, all right, we gonna do for you. We gonna do what we gotta do, show you that you need to treat us right. But my skin has been taking a toll, but I'm definitely trying to get back into I mean, I wash my face every day, and I definitely have a skincare routine for you guys. Just be patient. Be patient. I know several people have been asking me for my skincare routine, like what do you do, da da da. And if somebody asks me, like, I'm just gonna tell them because it's no secret. But like, I want to do a skincare video and have it like a production. I don't know if that makes sense, but I want it to be like informational, proper, and everything, because I hate when I used to, you know when I started like trying to properly treat my skin, when I started to break out and stuff, I probably viewed like hundreds of videos, and most of them would be like, oh yeah, this is what I use, da da da, use this, it'll fix your skin, whatever. And like, there's no information on the product. It's just like, oh, this is the name, this is what it does, da da da. Like, sometimes not even what it does. This is the name, this is what I use, put it on like this, and whatever. And it's just like, all right, B, that ain't enough. So I want to make sure when I do give you guys my skincare routine that is properly researched. I give you like ample information on each of the products, because a lot of the products I use 2 retinoids, and you have to be very, very careful. And I also want to make sure that you're using products that are like to your skin type, because what I use may not work for you, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, even Abigail asked me if I have a winter skincare routine. In terms of like having a completely different routine though, no, because last year December is when I started to see like actual improvements in my skin, when the acne medication I was using started to like fully work. So from then and now, what I did change in my routine was the things that I used in my routine that were different is basically the moisturizer and the retinoid or the acne medication that I'm using. But I'm kind of switching back between that, and I might add back that that moisturizer or something very similar. So in terms of a big difference, no, it's just maybe like the products are switching, but it's products that I've used before. I don't know. Really truly, I don't know as yet. I have to kind of figure that out. I'm trying to figure it out, but I don't know yet. I don't really have like much of a different routine for winter though, so not really. My girl Isa Lorraine, girl, what's good? She commented and she said she learned the importance of friends and family and most mental health. Tone it down a little bit for me, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, what is mental? Oh, and most important, that's what that means, girl. I'm a little bit slow, sorry. Most important, mental health. The importance of friends and family is definitely something that I've also learned over this quarantine, because a lot of the things that we do in daily life, that we experience, we just take it for granted. We just move about, you know, we do what we gotta do, and we take a lot of things for granted. But having family and friends that you can talk to, that you can see, you know, yeah, like mental health is definitely something over the quarantine that I think a lot of people have like come to realize it's super important. Like, I've seen so much things on social media. Like, I've seen a couple instances where people actually took their lives because they couldn't handle like being all alone, like in this quarantine and stuff. And mental health is really, really important. I just pulled up this article. It says mental health includes our emotional, physiological, and social well-being. And I believe like our mental health is gonna like affect how we act, how we react to certain things, how we deal with certain stresses and situations. And if you're not in good mental health, like you can really be in such a bad place. And like even school, somebody asked me to talk about like mental health even in school, and that's one of the things, because my friend Nia, like her professors, not even gonna cap to you, they be doing the most. And it just goes to show how certain people don't care for the mental health of their students, of others. I feel like another thing that can also impact your mental health is social media. And I specifically say that because I was actually watching a CHIT-CHAT GRWM with Me by Tiara Walker just earlier on today, and she was talking about confidence and stuff like that. And social media is a big factor as to why a lot of us feel the way we do about ourselves, about others. Like it's important to channel what you see on social media, and that's something that I do have to do. But when you start unfollowing people, people are like, oh, why you unfollowing me? Oh, she feels she famous, like she had to unfollow all these people. But like sometimes it's essential to do like a social media cleanse, because these things you see on the shade room, like I do think it's important to like, why am I going on a ramble? Like this is not even, I don't know what I'm talking about, but I really do think it is important to have those breaks from social media and, you know, keeping your mental health in check. And, you know, if you don't feel like you are in the right frame of mind, definitely talk to someone. A lot of times, you know, we just feel like, oh, maybe somebody doesn't want to hear it. I know a lot of parents, you can't tell them that you're depressed, especially among Caribbean parents or like just Black parents in general. Like they don't think that depression among teens is like something. Like a lot of them do, and like they're gonna be like, depressed, go depress them bitches. You don't have no depression, you happy, you had this, you had a nice life, anything. Why you depressed for? Like I feel like some parents don't realize that like we can be depressed, we can have very hard times. Thankfully that was not my parents, but if you are someone that like has parents like that, or you feel like you cannot talk to like your parents or a guardian or somebody, like talk to your friends, find someone that you can confide in and that you can like have those conversations with. Because when you do hold in all that anger, all that pain, all that like emotional build up, and you know, it's just not good for you. I feel like you need to let it out. And then lastly, for this particular thing, Nia said she learned that man is the worst. Let me tell all you how man is the worst, eh? But all your man is some garbage, because is the things that I experienced over this quarantine. How much was like over like 5 months? Tell me how. Anyways, this is a story time, but I can't say too much. But tell me how I was supposedly somebody's whole side chick. Let me know. Tell me how men will talk to you, push, like try to talk to you, and then still play you at the end. Tell me how you can have so much care in your heart, and you know you expect something to go one way, but the nigga like have a whole nother idea in his head. Tell me why people just can't be straight up. Why do men? That's the question. That's the tweet. Why do men? Because I don't get it. I don't understand, and I never will. I don't think I will. Y'all, if y'all know it, man, nothing to have. Let me tell y'all, terrible thing. But no, not to generalize. All men are not terrible, and you know I don't want to generalize and sit up here and like just say like man is trash and thing, because although here the bad outweighs the good, but there are some, you know, proper men out here. I haven't stumbled upon one yet. Garbage. Do y'all still like men in 2020? Not playing, but am I though? I don't know. I'm gonna just tough it out on my own, on my lonesome, and do what I gotta do. To be very honest, like never me again. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention this. Look at this. Wait, hold on. I have a whole double chin. It's just the fact that like I gain weight in my face and nowhere else. Why can't my little booty get a little something? Why can't my thighs get a little something? Why it gotta be my face though? Like my face? Oh, Beyonce said to talk about the fact that people talk and make up stuff that isn't even close to being true and how to deal with it. So for me personally, like, I don't really get like that much rumors or stuff about me. I mean, I really don't keep in any drama. I really don't do the most with people. Like, I don't, you know, but there's always, like, I think one thing that you have to realize, there's always going to be people that don't like you. There's always going to be people that make up false narratives about you because, one, they probably don't like you, they're jealous, they have some type of envy against you, or they just don't want to see you do good. They want to see you, you know, be on a lower level than they are. And you just have to learn to deal with that, because that is life. That's, like, I just believe, like, that's how things in life are going to be. Everything cannot go your way. Everything is never going to be perfect. That's just how life is. That's just, like, some people are actually, like, really, really, really wicked and don't want the best for you. The question is dealing with it. And dealing with it, I don't know, like, how do you deal with hate? How do you deal with false narratives? I guess, like, a lot of the times I feel like it's just to be the bigger person and not play into it and not go back and forth with people making a false narrative about you, because, like, you know who you are. Like, if I know that if somebody, let's say, like, somebody said what I was sleeping around with Tom, Dick, and Harry. Like, I know that I don't even sleep with anyone. So if somebody want to say I'm sleeping with Tom, Dick, and Harry, all right, cool. You know, it's either you say what you got to say and say, no, this did not happen, or you just let it be. Let people talk. Because, like, you pay attention to a lot of negativity and you give, like, a response. It's just, like, feeding into that person's ego. Like, you're just like, all right. They're just like, all right, I got her where I need to be. Like, she responded, blah, blah, blah. And it's going to continue. Like, if you ignore them sometimes, it's just gonna be like, all right, cool, you said what you had to say, what now? I didn't respond. And how you feel? How did you feel after doing all that and I did not care? You know what I mean? It's just like being careless. Like, don't pay mind to it. But if you do, like, if it's something like really, really bad that can, like, tarnish your character or, like, your career or whatever it is, I guess it's a thing of trying to clear your name. Maybe, like, try to clear your name, but, like, you have to know how to go about things. Like, you don't want to go about and cussing and beating behind people and winding up the scene, and then that's gonna make you look like a worse person. Because if you just going back and forth on social media with somebody, like, no. Rashida asked, how do you talk about how you deal with someone that needs validation or love from everyone on the outside? Oh, that is a good one. And I really feel like I don't have the answer to that, because if y'all have the answer to that, can you leave that in the comments? Because I don't think I've ever experienced that, and I don't want to give, like, advice if I've never really experienced it. How do you deal with someone that needs validation or love from everyone on the outside? That's a tough one, but I do think that's, like, a personal problem, not with you, but, like, with them. Like I don't know. Someone having to receive validation from from everyone else. I don't know. Like, how do you deal with that? That's a genuine good question. How do you deal with that? If y'all have the answer or have some type of advice, like, leave it below in the comments, please. Anyways, I don't know what I'm even talking about anymore. I'm just rambling. Met this pretty thing. Nice to meet you. Mucho gusto. Oh, one other thing that has been bugging me for, like, the longest while. I haven't paid attention to it for, like, a good while, but it's the Instagram algorithm. It's the interaction for me on Instagram. It's so inconsistent, and I know that I've heard several times that Instagram has a new type of, like, algorithm, so a lot of the smaller creators are not, like, getting their stuff out there as much, and that's just, like, so sad. Like, I don't like that, because I realized, like, even on my stories, like, certain times my story viewage would be, you know, rather high, and then sometimes it would just be rather low, like in the 200s. Other times it's, like, higher, like much higher, and it's just like, why is it so inconsistent? And, like, I post every day, even though it's, like, not my face. Usually I post, like, quite often, so I'm just like, why is this so inconsistent? And also, like, another thing can you guys interact? Like, if you're watching this, can you interact? Like, I feel like a lot of the times it's like always the same amount of people that are always interacting, and I appreciate that with all my heart, because if it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't have stuff to talk about in these videos, you know, like, because when I'm making videos, I want to make stuff that you guys are interested in, and that, you know, or talk about topics that you guys are interested in to keep you guys engaged. Like, if I don't post things that you guys don't want to watch, you're not going to watch it, and then there's going to be no interaction, and then the fact of me doing it is just like, all right, cool, like, was this a waste of my time? You know? And I really appreciate like when you guys comment. I know one person in particular that I always appreciate for her like extensive comments is Riona. Girl, I hope I'm saying the name right, but she always like leaves very like nice comments. Is like she actually analyzes the video and comments and, you know, says something, which I really appreciate, because I like talking back to you guys. I like responding, and I like when you give input on whether it's my video or whether it's something that, you know, experience you had that relates to what I said. I really like that. But I am giving rich auntie, like, this is the fit right now. I'm giving very much rich auntie, like very much classy, like I really like how this look came out, like the hair to the makeup, like everything. I just feel like everything tied in together to the shirt. Like, my thing is, like, I think one thing about me that I like about myself is I know how to make things work. I know how to look good despite not having the most, you know what I mean? Like, I don't have a bunch of clothes. Like, this is literally something I had in my closet for like a good while now. It's literally a simple like cardigan, and you know, you make it look cute, you make it look classy. Like, I've learned to flip clothes into being something that they're not. So yeah, but I really like this look. I hope you guys like it too. If you did, make sure you give this video a thumbs up, share it with anybody, your friends, your dog, your family, like everything, and make sure you click the subscribe button down below if you haven't already, and click that post notification bell so you're notified each time I post a new video. And we're trying to get to 1K subscribers, so you know, y'all know what to do. Y'all know what to do. Okay, follow me on Instagram at Jasmine_HWLL. Those are the two places that I really, you know, ask you guys to participate if I'm asking questions or anything for types of videos like this and other videos. So make sure you follow me on there. I'm always interactive. If you have a question, anything you want to talk to me, like, I'm always interactive, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.